Good afternoon and welcome to a wet and windy Shay Stadium for the first game of the 2024 Betfred Championship at home for the Halifax Panthers against what are becoming our old enemy, the Batley Bulldogs. We'll be looking for revenge for the 1895 Cup final defeat at Wembley back in August last year, but Halifax, in terms of league, will be smarting from a 42-0 defeat over at Mount Pleasant last summer as well. So massive game, especially after the Good Friday defeat over at Odsal against the Bradford Bulls. Let's go through the sides first and foremost with the Panthers. James Woodburn all lines up at 1 at fullback, then James Saltonstall wears 5 on one wing, and Zach McComb moves out onto the other wing, wears 3 to replace the injured Greg Eden. Ben Tibbs in 17 and Jack Smith, number 32, on dual registration from Leeds Rhinos, keeps his place in the side. Halfbacks, number 6, Louis Jouffre, and 23, Gareth Widdop. They keep their places at halfback. Front row for the Panthers with 31, Kevin Leroyer, and 13, and captain Jacob Fairbank makes a welcome return to the side after his one-match suspension with Tom Inman. Impressive in defeat over at Bradford. At hooker wearing 20. Back row for Farks, number 11, Ben Kavanagh, 12, Matty G, and 19, Connor Davies. On the bench for Fax, Joe Keys wears 7, hopefully he'll get onto the field this time, with Adam Tangata wearing 8, Ryan Lannon wearing 15, and Ollie Davies wearing 21, with Ben Hersey, 22, the 18th man for Liam Finn's side. And the Batley Bulldogs side, who comes to the Shay today on Sunday the 7th of April 2024. Number 1, Robbie Butterworth. Number 2, Dale Morton. And number 18, Joe Burton on the wings, with 24, Johnny Mitzius, and 3, Kieran Buchanan in the centres. Halfback, ex-Halifax man Ben White, alongside number 5, Elliot Keir. And outside back at the moment, but well adept at halfback for the Batley Bulldogs. Front row, 8, 9 and 10, Adam Gledhill, Alistair Leake, and 10, Luke Cooper. Then in the back row features a couple of Fax legends. First of all, number 11, Dane Manning, 12, Lucas Walshaw, and a very welcome back to the Shay, the 1895 Cup winning captain and stalwart captain of the Halifax Panthers for so long, Brandon Moore. Hopefully not too much of a welcome today. On the bench for the Bulldogs as they make their way onto the field. Number 13, James Brown, 14, Ollie Burton, 15, Niall Flynn, and number 16, Michael Ward. 18th man, number 4, George Senior. For another ex-Halifax man, Mark Moxon's side. Now ex-Halifax player but now coach of the Batley Bulldogs, as the Panthers are keeping the Bulldogs out, waiting out in this rain. And eventually Jacob Fairbank leads out his troops. The pyrotechnics going, the music playing, and a rather expectant crowd after the defeat on Good Friday at Odsal. The home campaign starts now for the Panthers. As the youngsters from the community clubs make their way off the field, it'll be Halifax to kick off and play in the so-called wrong way towards the south stand in the first half, as Liam Finn will be wanting a much better start than Halifax have served up in the last 2 games, conceding tries in the first couple of minutes in the last 2 games against Bradford and Catalan. League action returns back to the Shay as Widdop kicks off, goes deep and left, collected by Morton, and he'll just take it up straight and hard, met by Smith, Kavanagh and Leroyer, who put him down 15 metres from his own line. Quick by the ball, Leak finds Mitzius, and Mitzius, met by welcome committee of 3 Halifax men who push him back. Connor Davies, Tom Inman, and Matty G pushing him back towards his own line. Here's Cooper, and Cooper met by 3. Fairbank down low on Leroy, and Tibbs up top as Batley struggling to make their own out their own 20 as Leak will run from dummy half. Good yards from dummy half made despite the attention of Davies and Inman, and the first penalty of the game goes from Davies. And the good start that I said that Liam Finn might have wanted has gone. Silly penalty given there. And the tap and go quickly, catching Halifax off guard through Gledhill, who find halfway. They were the blind side through Walshaw. Well met there by Kavanagh and Widdop. As Batley 10 metres into the Halifax half. Here's White. Drops off Gledhill once more. As Fairbank and Davies stop his progress. On the 30, here's White. Thought about a drop off to Moore, but flips it short to Cooper, but good tackle down low by Leroy, finished off up top by G and Inman. They go blind once more, Batley. As Butterworth chimes into the line, but good defence once more from the Panthers. Last tackle here. He goes to Keir, who drops onto his left foot. Well taken there by Widdop. Using all his experience there, Gareth Widdop. And Halifax survive. Jufre jumps into dummy half. Hands on to Tibbs. But Tibbs well marshalled back there by Walshaw. Fighting for a quick play of the ball. Halifax work it blind. Here's Jack Smith. Well dealt with there by Brandon Moore. And Mitzius. Inman finds McComb. But put down where he stands by Gledhill as Halifax struggling to make any yardage out of territory here. Leroy this time into his old teammate Brandon Moore. Halifax on the last tackle, barely 20 metres out of their own danger area. As Woodburn, all it is, puts a lofty ball straight down the throat of Morton, but given the territory there, Halifax won't mind that. As Batley will start the set 5 metres shy from halfway. And they go past halfway, despite the attentions of Fairbank and Davies on Joe Burton there. Here's Gledhill, attracts 4 fast defenders. Eventually putting down his back, Inman finishes off the tackle. Leak finds White. They go wide through Keir onto Butterworth. Further on to Burton, who gets brought down 20 metres out from the fast line. Here's Manning. Thought about the pass, will just go straight up. Put down by 3 fast defenders in the shape of Leroy, Davies and Fairbank. Last tackle here for the Bulldogs. They're calling for a 6 again, but he's not coming. Moore finds White, grubs it through onto Widdop, and Widdop again collects. Make the half break, but White putting down. Inman finds McComb. Goes back towards a ruck and wins a penalty for his side. Halifax's first of the afternoon. That's a relieving penalty as Batley have had all the territory so far. And it gives Jufre to boot the penalty. A chance to boot the penalty to take Halifax over halfway with the ball for the first time this game. Jack Smith taps and goes. Thinking about the pass, but well tackled there by Leak. As Halifax start the set. Just inside the Batley half, Davies onto Jufre, finds G. Becoming a prolific try scorer at the moment, Matty G. But he's put down by the Batley defence just there. Leroy thought about the pass but takes up himself. 3 Batley men putting down 25 metres from the line, centre field. Options left and right for the Panthers. They go left. Inman finds Connor Davies. Onto Widdop. Brings on Kavanagh on the angle. Goes towards centre field. Manages to get the offload off the ground. Great play there by Kavanagh. Dufresne. Long ball out to G. Steps back inside. Bumps off Cooper. But brought down just outside the 20. Inman finds Leroy. Onto Widdop. Widdop. Space behind Morton there. Nice little chip. Is it too strong? It just is. Widdop chasing his own kick there. And coming off rather gingerly there. Where they're using a bit of experience there, Gareth Widdop, but it stops Batley taking the 20 metre tap there. Referee Cameron Worsley giving Widdop the benefit of the doubt there. As Batley tried to make their way out from their own 20 through Joe Burton. Good footwork at the line. Beat Leroy, but it comes back for more. As G and Tibbs do the work up top. Batley again working the blind side through Manning. He only knows one way forward, and that's a great shot there down low. Through Tom Inman, but they win the ruck. Leake jumps out from dummy half. Next some yards into the Halifax half. Slow play the ball. Brandon Moore jumps into dummy half. Finds Cooper. Fights to the line. To White. Short ball to Walshaw. Well marshalled there by Kavanagh. As White goes blind from dummy half. Grubbers it through. Woodburn all's there waiting. And it's the old traditional arm wrestle so far in this game. Still 0-0. McComb loves to be high by Brandon Moore there, but nothing given from the referee. Inman finds Saltonstall. Saltonstall takes Halifax to their own 30. Slow play the ball. Inman finds Tibbs, steps back inside, but finds enough. Gledhill waiting for him there. He'll tackle him on his 40. Inman sees space behind Morton. That's a nice little option from Inman. The ball grubbering to a stop, 10 metres out from the Batley line. It's a good chase from the Halifax defence. Smith, Kavanagh and Leroy are leading the way. And here's Mixius. Met by 3 fast defenders, including Inman. Finished off by Connor Davies. There's Buchanan. Takes the ball up into that Panthers defence. Stopped once more by Leroy. Going back to centre field, here's Moore. Thought about the batsman, takes it himself. Back into his old teammate Matty G, who puts into the ground. Fairbank, sorry. He puts into the ground 5 metres from halfway. Batley go left. Leak short ball to Manning, but well defended there by G and Dufresne. Helped out by Connor Davies. Last tackle here for the Bulldogs. 40 metres out from the Fats line. It goes to White, who puts it up. No real depth to it, but it's a competition there as Morton gets to it first, knocks on, and Halifax have a chance to break from deep. Through Jack Smith, and Jack Smith makes a break, looking for support. He steps back inside. A mature play for the 19-year-old. Didn't panic, just takes his tackle, and Batley concede the 6 again. No real difference because it was the first tackle and it's a loose pass. And the slight momentum that Halifax had is temporarily lost. As Saltonstall put down just shy of halfway. Inman finds Connor Davies. Davies attracts 3 Batley defenders, makes some good yards after contact. And put down by Moore. As Inman works the blind side. Dufresne. Great dummy ball. Lovely shot there from the Batley man. Drives him into the turf. I think it was Buchanan on that edge who put him down. Davies brings on Leroy. Targets his little ex-teammate Brandon Moore there and wins the ruck. Quick play of the ball. Here's Davies. Throws a dummy. Who was on there. A bit of consternation from his teammates on this left-hand side. Inman goes right to Fairbank. Throws a dummy. Jacob Fairbank. Lovely little dummy. It goes to Inman. Inman's going to go under the post. What a lovely try for the Halifax Panthers, who open the scoring here at the first Betfred Championship 2024 game at the Shay. And just coming up to the 10-minute mark here, Tom Inman goes over for his 3rd try of the season. Lovely show and go from Jacob Fairbank. Throwing the dummy like an halfback. Made the breakthrough and managed to time the offload to perfection, and Tom Inman had enough pace and power to get over the line under the posts to give the Halifax Panthers the lead. After all the pressure they've soaked up from this Bulldogs attack, it's Halifax who strike first. 4 points to nil with a kick to come. But it gives Louis Jouffre the easiest of first shots at goal this afternoon. I mean, seeing his cousin Artur Morg kick superbly last night for Catalan. Jouffre kicks equally as well, with the same kicking style. He's 1 from 1. And after 11 minutes, Halifax are 6-0 up.
Number 6, sponsored by Betfred, Louis Jouffre.
And that'll please Liam Finn, the way that Halifax have fought back after all the pressure in that first 7 or 8 minutes from the Bulldogs. And it'll be Butterworth with the kick-off for Batley. He goes deep and left towards Jouffre, who collects comfortably enough, hands it on to Fairbank from the back fence. You'll see a lot of targeting Brandon Moore today with ball in hand, but Pudge will sit to his task as G makes a little half break on that right hand side, makes some good yards for his side there. Quick play the ball too. Here's Saltonstall, who will near enough find the 40 for his side. Inman onto Leroy. Conservative set of 6 after points here for Halifax. Nothing fancy. Inman switches the play to Jouffre, back on the angle to G on the middle to Winnip. Nice little play there from Halifax. Last tackle here on the Batley 40. Inman finds Jouffre onto Tibbs. Tibbs just puts it up. He'll bounce, attracting Butterworth there. Good chase up there from the Fax defence. Brilliant play. And that's superb set after points there from the Panthers. And they'll look to keep this Bulldog side trapped in their own danger area as Morton gets pushed back by Inman and G. And Connor Davies there. Good shot there from Fairbank. As this Bulldog side struggling to get out of their own 10-metre area here. White finds Mitzius, who tries to go on the outside, but Widdop with a great shot there. Helped out by Smith, who's been impressive so far. Morton takes it back towards the middle. As Smith once more involved in the tackle alongside Fairbank and Connor Davies. Last tackle here for the Bulldogs, and not got out of their own 30 yet. It goes back to White. Deep kick downfield, Woodburn all waiting for it. Collects it on the full and hands it on to Saltonstall. Saltonstall surveys his options, try to go on the outside, but Burton, Manning and Buchanan will put him down. Here's Tibbs. Takes it forward as the rain begins to fall once more. Here at the Shay Summer Rugby League, as Zach McComb takes the Panthers to halfway, centre field. Options left and right, they go right to Connor Davies. Great run downfield there. Cause of a high shot, not given there. I think he was falling there, was Davies, so that's a mitigating factor as Jouffre wastes no time. Long ball out to Tibbs. Nice footwork at the line against Burton, but Burton does well. Last tackle here for the Panthers. It goes back to Jouffre, who puts up a spiral bomb. It's moving all over the place, but well taken there by Butterworth. But again, a bit more of a conservative set from Halifax, and it's having the desired effect. It's not going to be a game for flashy play on this pitch in this weather, as Walshaw takes his tackle on his own 30. Leake jumps out from dummy half, met by G and Leroy. 5 metres short of halfway. Morton comes back towards centre field. Tries to bump off the tackle of Davies, but he wraps him up really well. Sorry, that was Inman, my mistake. Leake jumps down and dummy half once more, makes some good yards into the 40, but put down by G there. And it's a knock on from the Batley man, and you can see how much it means. So Connor Davies there. And it's this fine rain that soaks you through that's falling at the Shay at the moment. So that won't be the first handling error we'll see under contact this afternoon. Scrum down 30 metres from their own line for the Panthers centre field. Dufresne to feed. Hands it on to Inman. Inman on to McComb, and McComb will take his tackle 10 metres shy of halfway, trying to get a quick play of the ball. Inman finds Smith. Goes back towards this near side, does well, gets over halfway, does Smith. 19-year-old, but he's a big unit. Here's another big unit, Leroy. Chats 3 Batley defenders who put him down 5 metres past halfway. Inman finds Connor Davies, thought about the pass but takes it himself. 35 metres out from the back of the line, quick play of the ball. Inman jumps out from dummy half, finds Dufresne onto Woodburn Hall. Footwork at the line, he comes back on the inside, but the Batley defence deal with him well. Last tackle here for Fax. Jean at dummy half, fires it to Dufresne, and Dufresne grubbers it towards a stick. Hopefully it'll just stick in the in-goal area, but it just goes out. Nice idea, but it's going to be a 7 tackle set here for the Batley Bulldogs, which Morton takes straight away, tries to bounce off Smith. He does, but McComb's there for reinforcements. And they'll put him down just over his own 30. White finds Mitzius, and Mitzius goes towards centre field. Calls for a high tackle from the Batley man. Only needed by the referee, but it gives a 6 again. As Batley go past halfway. Leake goes to Keir. Keir finds Butterworth, throws a dummy, but Dufresne wasn't buying what he was selling. Go towards the middle. Keir runs across the line, drops off more and more. Put down by Fairbank and Inman. Here's Leake onto Ben White, and surely that's crossing there. Well, it takes a knee to save a penalty being given against him as Batley. I thought they were going to go blind there as Leake jumps out and Glenhill over. No, he loses the ball after contact, but the referee's giving a penalty for a second go by the Halifax defence. So Batley have 6 more tackles on this Halifax line. Leake taps and goes to Cooper, but Cooper's going to be brought back by the referee. Not sure why. Leake to tap again. This time it's to Glenhill, and Glenhill will just take a settler for the Bulldogs. They're setting up towards this right hand side, the Bulldogs. He goes to Leake, short ball to Cooper, but well defended there by Kavanagh and Widdop and by Leroy. Leake finds White, drops off Brandon Moore. Brandon Moore goes towards his blind side, but great tackle there by Gareth Widdop. The Bulldogs going backwards here. Leake floats out to White, onto Keir. Further out to Buchanan. Buchanan sizes up Tibbs, but Tibbs does well. Helped out by Dufresne. Still tackles here for Batley on this Halifax line. Here's Keir. Finds White. Drops off Glenhill, and Glenhill will just trundle it up towards Halifax defence once more. Last tackle here for Batley. They're going to go blind. It fires out to Keir, and Keir grubbers it into the in-goal area. We'll sort of stall. See this dead, he will, but there's going to be another penalty here for Batley. I think that the Batley kicker was taken out after he kicked the ball. And yet another set of 6 here on this Halifax line. How long will the Panthers be able to soak up this pressure? More short ball to Gledhill. Great shot up there from the fresh onto the field. Adam Tangata, who's come on for Leroyer as Gledhill trying to wall man the referee. The referee's not being fooled. Two experienced campaigners, Tangata and Gledhill, going head to head there. Here's Moore, takes to the line, onto White, throws the dummy in again. He goes behind Walshaw. How many times are you going to get away with that? Here's Butterworth. Great tackle there by Widdop. Known for his attacking, but he's been solid in defence so far as Widdop. As White comes towards centre field, onto Gledhill. Tries to beat Tangata again, but he's put down with the help of Connor Davies. Options left and right here for the Bulldogs. They come right through White, drops off Cooper, and Cooper, great tackle down low by Davies. Last tackle here for the Bulldogs on this fast line. Leak grubbers it through, he's on to Widdop. Woodburn Hall, my mistake, and Woodburn Hall collects. Thought there might have been a sneaky knock on there, but the referee didn't see it. But that is a massive relief for Halifax, who survive those 3 sets of 6 on their own line. As Saltonstall tries to get Fax out of danger as the rain continues to pour. Giuffre onto McComb. Some quick battle defence up there. Here's Saltonstall, turns in the tackle, but still makes yards. Last tackle here for Fax. Inman finds Giuffre, and Giuffre will try to kick long. It's charged down by the Batley man. I'm not sure what the referee's giving here. I think he might have given accidental offside. I think he might have ruled that the ball at the Halifax man, and Batley will get to play the ball 25 metres out from the Fax line. Absolutely shocking conditions here at the moment as Gledhill takes the ball. Look, great shot there by Fairbank. They'll put him down just outside his own 20 as Niall Flynn comes onto the field for Luke Cooper for the Bulldogs, as White takes his tackle just inside his former club's 20-metre area. Leak brings on Gledhill, he'll trundle it up once more. Batley inside Halifax's 10 metre, they're stacking it this right hand side. Goes to Kia, out the back to White. Widdop shot up well. And again, defensively, making the right read so far, Gareth Widdop. They go right again, Leak finds Kia. Out the back to Butterworth. Great tackle there by Jack Smith. And Kia just about stays in the field of play. Last tackle here for Batley. It goes to Kia. And Kia kicks across field, but he's charged down by the Halifax man. And it's a handover. Referee ruling it was a legitimate charge down. And Halifax yet again soak up all that pressure on their own line, which were really pleasing to Liam Finn and these Halifax fans. Here's Saltonstall. Will take Fax past the 40-metre mark despite the attention of Flynn and Moore. Inman works the blind side onto Smith. Good yards after contact there from Jack Smith. He's really impressed me so far this first 25 minutes. Here's Kavanagh. Again, good yards after contact. Will take Fax past the 40. Inman finds Connor Davies. Onto Giuffre. Finds Widdop. Onto Tibbs. Steps back inside Ben Tibbs. And further in Ben Tibbs. Looking for any gaps in this battle of defence. It's Woodburn Hall. Woodburn Hall is a 3-on-2 Halifax won it, but Jack Smith comes back inside. And the referee is going to give a penalty to the Panthers for the late shot on Ben Tibbs by Lucas Walshaw. And in times gone by, that would have been a sin bin, but Louis Giuffre rather sensibly Signalling to referee Cameron Worsley that he's going to go for a shot at goal to potentially edge Fax 8 points clear, and more importantly 2 scores clear, because the way that the weather's going at the moment, there's not that many points in this game. The rain's been bucketing down just after kick-off. As Jacob Fairbank comes off the field after a great stint to be replaced by Ryan Lannon. Meanwhile, for Batley, James Brown has just come on to replace Adam Gledhill. As Dufresne, a bit more difficult kick attempt here, but it's near enough in the middle of the field. And the crowd will tell you, as well as the flags, that Dufresne's made it 2 from 2. And with just over a quarter of an hour to go in this first half, Halifax stretch out the lead 8 points to 0.
Number 6, sponsored by Stage Louis Dufresne. And replacement number 15 for Halifax Panthers, Ryan Lannon, replaces number 13, Jacob Fairbank. And for the Bulldogs, number 13,
As Batley kick off once more through Butterworth. Goes deep and left. Collected by Dufresne as Tangata runs off from the back fence. Great run as well from Adzi there. Dufresne finds G, and G runs towards centre field. He gets put down 25 metres out from his own line. Inman finds Connor Davies, thought about the pass but just takes it up straight himself as he gets put down in that ever-expanding mud bath in that centre field. Here's Lannon, first touch since he's come onto the field, and he'll take Halifax past halfway. Inman waits at dummy half, runs towards centre field, onto Davies, and Davies rides a tackle well and makes it yards out there. Thought he lost the ball for a second there, but he keeps all. Last tackle here for Fax. Inman finds Dufresne, and Dufresne pulls it high, caught in this wind, and Woodburn Hall will collect onto Widdop, and Widdop is going to be wrapped up by this Batley defence with the ball. It's going to be a turnover, but not a bad set after points. Batley will start the set on their own 20 with Morton. He's put down by Lannon, Tangata and Connor Davies. Here's Buchanan. Good shot there by Matty G, helped out by Lannon and Inman. Here's Mitzius. Rise tackle of Smithwell, but Widdop again. Great tackle there as this rain's getting even worse. Beginning to absolutely bucket it down as James Brown takes Batley past halfway. Stopped in his tracks by Tangata, Connor Davies and Inman. Again, putting in a mountain of work from Inman. Here's Flynn. Always dangerous runner for Batley. Gets his arm out, gets the offload out as well. And then referee signals 6 again, so Batley will have 6 more tackles in this Halifax half. Here's Flynn. Short ball to Moore, and Moore well dealt with there by G, Lannon and Inman. As Batley less than 20 out for this Fax line, they go blind. Here's Kia. Brings on Manning, runs towards centre field. Put down by 3 Fax defenders. Inman there again. G and Lannon once more. White takes it to the line, throws a dummy, but great tackle again there by Connor Davies and Kavanagh. Leak goes blind to Brown. Brown throws a dummy, gets the offload again to Mitzius, on to Morton, and Morton comes back on the inside, and Halifax managed to hold him up. Brilliant play from the Fax defence. And after the amount of points they've conceded in first halves in the last couple of weeks, it's a brilliant response from the Fax defence as Batley have just completely lost their way there. It was the last tackle from that hold up over the line, and they've just wasted it. Halifax won't mind it as McComb takes it up, as his Batley defence are really rushing up to put some pressure on here. Here's Woodburn Hall, good footwork at the line, managed to poke his nose through, but the Batley defence put him down. Inman Onto Saltonstall, throws a dummy. But he decides to hold on. As this rain is just relentless. Dufresne works the blind side with Matty G, comes back on the inside. They struggle to put him down the Batley defence. 35 metres out from his own line. Inman, short to Tangata. Tangata runs across the line. Throws a dummy but takes his tackle. 5 metres shy of halfway. Last tackle for Vax. Widdop kicks with his left. Butterworth waits. Takes it comfortably enough. Hands it on to Burton. And Burton just finds Inman waiting for him. And again, Inman working his blood to water in defence this first half. Slow play the ball as Morton jumps out from dummy half and makes some much needed yards for Batley coming out of their own territory. Slow ruck here as Manning takes it up. Will he offload out? No. Inman wraps him up well. Conor Davies down low and he's knocked on as Dane Manning. He's furious with himself, Dane Manning. It's a rare mistake from the X-Fact second rower. But like I said, because of this rain that's falling, you're going to see plenty of handling errors in this game as the rain gets worse. You might be able to hear the rain bouncing down on the roof above me. As it is an absolute storm here at the moment. Summer Rugby League, you've got to love it. Inman from the scrum finds Saltonstall, and Saltonstall will take Fax past halfway despite the attention of 3 Batley defenders. And what's quickly turned into a bit of a mud bath here at the Shay. Inman onto Widdop. Widdop brings Kavanagh on the angle, who takes Halifax past halfway. Great yards there from Kavanagh as Ollie Davies replaces Conor Davies. Here's Widdop, runs across the line, brings on Lannon, and Lannon takes on Walshaw. The ball pops out. And unfortunately, it's going to be a recurring theme, is this. Nothing much wrong that Lannon did there, just a good shoulder there from Walshaw, but in these conditions, ball security is absolute paramount. Here's Morton from the scrum. Good tackle down low by Smith, up top by Kavanagh, who again getting through a lot of work. But he concedes the penalty. Lying on too long on the tackle, Ben Kavanagh. Trying to use all his experience to slowly play the ball down, but referee Cameron Worsley saw enough. And Batley will start to set 10 metres into the Halifax half through Walshaw, who'll drive it up past the 30. Tackle finished off there by Ollie Davies. Batley substitute Ollie Burton waits at dummy half. Added on to James Brown, who'll play the ball on the 20. Burton jumps out from dummy half again. Here's White, short ball to Walshaw, but well marshalled there by Kavanagh. As Tangata finishes the tackle down low. Here's White towards centre field, runs across the line, short ball to Brown. Well marshalled there by G and Davies. Ollie Davies, that is. Burton at dummy half, finds it to Kia. Kicks through, bounces off. An Halifax leg. And it's a 6 again and again for Batley. I'm not too sure about that one, but the referee a lot closer. As a loose pass from dummy half as Brown collects the ball really well off the ground. Calls for a knock on, but he definitely won't as Burton goes from dummy half. Ollie going for a Burton there nearly. Here's Kia, runs across field. But meets Adam Tangata, who puts him down. Less than 10 out from his own line. Burton finds White, brings on Walshaw. Runs between Lannon and Inman, but Woodburn all else out. Last tackle here for Batley. Burn finds White, who goes into the half, bounces off the post. I think Batley have scored. They have. Love the little play there from Ben White. Dribbled the ball through off his foot. It hit the post protector, and a Batley man, not sure who it is at the moment, dived onto the ball to score the all-important try for Batley just before half-time, after all that pressure that Halifax have soaked up literally in this first half. The dam finally burst and Batley are on the score sheet. Just waiting for confirmation who did score here. I think it was Butterworth, it was, who got the touchdown in the in goal. The ball bouncing off the post protector, and Butterworth reacting quickest out of all the players around there. And Batley are right back in this game, as Dale Morton will no doubt turn this 4 into 6, which he does. And it is game well and truly back on. That Lewis Ufray penalty proving all important here at the moment. As this rain continues to pour down. As the referee having a word with Gareth Widdop and James Woodburn all. Well, there's something that must have happened in that last set of 6. As Widdop gets us back underway with the kick-off. Morton collects and just takes it into this Halifax defence. As this rain gets even worse here. It's starting to even affect visibility here. It's that thick, this rain. Brown plays the ball. Burn hands it on to Manning, and Manning put down by 3 fast defenders. The shape of Tibbs, Inman and G. Here's Flynn, and you can see the mud bouncing off as he takes that ball in, Niall Flynn. Burn at dummy half. Thought he was thinking about the kick for a second then, where he just makes some good yards up towards halfway for the Bulldogs. Last tackle here for the men in claret and gold. Keir kicks it downfield, goes through legs of McComb, but no real pressure on him. But it's a good chase there from the Batley defence. As Walshaw and Flynn put him down. Here's Smith calling for an high tackle there. Some of the Halifax players, but not given here by Worsley. Saltonstall gets a high ball, just about gathers it in, and still makes yards towards the 30. Widdop finds McComb. Good yards there in centre field. Takes Halifax past the 40. Inman waits at dummy half. Oh, and it's a knock on there from Ben Tibbs, but you can just see how slippery that ball is. It's fast becoming a ball of soap. And Batley have yet another opportunity to strike here with the scrum. 40 metres out from the fast line, centre field. Just over 2 minutes to go until the half-time hooter. They'll go towards right side on the wall. Burton sends the Halifax defence for a burn there. But Inman, Tim, sorry. Did his job. Sorry, it is Inman, blimey. This weather's just soaking the players through. It's hard to distinguish some of them. As Manning plays his ball 25 metres out from the line. Here's Brown. Takes on Lannan, but Lannan does well. That's out by Ollie Davies down low. Burton waits at dummy half. Fires it to White. Options left and right. He goes left to Kia. Short ball line to Manning. Calls her forward. Pass on the sea stand. Not heeded by the officials. Less than 90 seconds to go till half time. Batley still with tackles in the baggy on this Halifax line. Here's Kia. Drops off Flynn. 3 fast defenders put him down just short of the line. Here's last tackle for Fax. It's a knock on from Niall Flynn. And that is a relief for that Halifax defence, who will most likely, barring any disaster, go in at half time with a slender lead. From this scrum, 45 seconds to go. I don't think either side are too keen on getting this play back on again, but they will. As Dufresne feeds a scrum, Inman hands on to Saltonstall, takes on Walshaw, held out by Mitsias, who put him down. 15 minutes for his own line. You can see it's like a water splash effect when the Halifax man takes it in, as McComb takes his tackle with less than 20 seconds to go. Here's Kavanagh, who takes it up hard and strong. It's a one-on-one knock-on. I think the referee is going to give. It's going to be a knock-on the way of Batley, is it? But the referee, he was a knock-on from Batley. But Halifax aren't going to get the scrum down because the half-time hooter goes in the background. And Halifax's first home game of the Betfred Championship 2024 season, they turn into a mud bath. No real enterprise in rugby league, but the most important thing is that thanks to a Tom Inman try, a Louis Dufresne conversion and a penalty, Halifax have the whole difference at half time. Despite a Robbie Butterworth try and Dale Morton conversion, Halifax hold the lead slenderly at half time, as Liam Finn has gone down to have a word with the referee over something. He's not happy with some of the interpretations that Cameron Words has made in that first half. But in that first half, it ends with a score of Halifax Panthers 8, Batley Bulldogs 6. Welcome back to a very, very wet, mud-soaked Shay Stadium for the second half of the first home game for Halifax Panthers of this 2024 Betfred Championship season. And summer rugby league is its finest. But the most important aspect is that Halifax hold a slender lead by 8 points to 6 over the Batley Bulldogs, thanks to a 10-minute try from Tom Inman, converted by Louis Dufresne, who then added the difference between the two sides, a penalty. A few minutes later, Batley struck just before half time through a Robbie Butterworth try, converted by Dale Morton. So it's 8-6 with all to play for in the second half, which has seen plenty of errors with ball in hand from both sides, which is highly surprising given the conditions. Because I know it's April, but April showers has just been given another definition here. As the home side come back onto the field for this vital second half. Massively important to get back to winning ways after such disappointing defeat and indeed performance against Bradford over Odsall on Good Friday. And some of the Halifax players have changed their shirts at half time. James Saltonstall and Ben Kavanagh in particular, because they certainly got through some work in that first half and shouldn't have a clean shirt. And all we're waiting for now is the referees, who eventually get back onto the field as Cameron Worsley takes the good-natured ribbing from this crowd here, having to jump over the puddle that's formed at the side of this pitch to get onto the field. And it'll be Batley to kick off. Through there, try to score Robbie Butterworth, who floats the kick towards Jouffre, who collects the ball onto Tangata, and Tangata, not for the first time, targeting his old teammate Brandon Moore. Here's Ollie Davies, put down by 3 Batley defenders. 5 metres over his own 20. Inman finds Lannon. Lannon, good yards after contact, will take Halifax past the 40. Even further towards halfway. Here's Davies again, good drive over halfway. Decent set so far, this for the Panthers. Inman finds Jouffre, throws a lovely dummy there as Brandon Moore knows that move. Very easily, drop off to Kavanagh. He knew it was coming, but Jouffre knew he was coming. Last tackle, Widdop puts it up and under in. Looking for Woodburn Hall to chase. Well taken there by Whitworth, but Woodburn Hall claims it. It goes back to Tangata. Halifax have got this if they want it. Still the last, as Widdop will just take his tackle as the Bulldogs defenders surround him. And Batley will have possession just outside their own 20 as Morton, as he has done so often this afternoon, starts the attacking set off for Batley. Put down by Ollie Davies. Here's Ollie Burton from dummy half, steals some yards, but Inman, Tangata and Davies putting down on his own 40. Good defence there yet again from Inman. On now Flynn. Here's Kia. Show the ball to Moore, but takes it himself, and Tangata drives him into the turf. Or what's left of the turf anyway. Here's Brown. Throws a dummy. But well marshalled down there by Jouffre and Tibbs. Last tackle here for Batley. Just outside the Fats 20 as White puts it up. Woodburn all waits underneath. Taken well. But he's going to be pushed back in goal. Clever defence there from the Batley Bulldogs. Waited until he claimed it and then just pushed him back over the in-goal area for the first goal line dropout this afternoon. Both sets of fans in that south stand getting behind their side, Batley in attack, and Halifax this defensive set, which Woodburn all grubs it. Ow! And he just stops dead in the turf. Well, that just says everything. It's another water splash match here at the Shay. Burton goes blind to Kirill, drop it off to Walshaw. Walshaw tries to push through the line, but 3 Fats defenders in the shape of Kavanagh, Smith and Inman putting down. White runs across the line, flat to James Brown. James Brown gets through the line, hands on to Burton, and Burton had men outside, but he goes himself, trying to slither over the line. Still tackles here for Batley. Brown goes from dummy half, spins the tackle, but 4 Halifax defenders stop his progress. Burton finds Keir, and Keir drops the ball cold. And Batley guilty of a simple knock-on, which both sides have been guilty of so far this game. And Halifax survive, they'll have the scrum 10 metres out from their own line, underneath their own posts. Jouffre feeds Inman, hands on to McComb Try to show footwork, but Lucas Walshaw drives him down. Here's Saltonstall, beat it there. We'll play the ball just outside zone 20. Here's Smith. Jack Smith is really impressed with this game. Makes some good yards. Out of danger for Halifax. Inman hands on to Ollie Davies. Davies bounces off one, goes back more. Good yards there from the replacement back rower. Inman finds Widdop, and Widdop spies some space in backfield, trying to get Halifax out of danger. It bounces forward. Lovely kick there from Gareth Widdop, but what about that chase? Brilliant chase there from the Panthers as they push Butterworth back. Brilliant defence. Completely turned the momentum over there. Gareth Widdop using all his experience for that. There's no penalties there, and Morton's dropped the ball. And it's play on, and Tibbs knocks on, so he'll go back for the first knock on. And Halifax have the chance. But Shilmore is given a penalty. I think a Batley man spoke out of turn to the referee, Cameron Worsley, and the signal's gone on pretty quickly that Halifax are going to go for 2. And with the way these conditions are, you could put more pressure on the line, but as we've seen countless times this afternoon, the ball just pop out without warning. And Dufresne playing the percentages and will hopefully nudge Halifax further in front with this penalty shot at goal. About 15 metres out, 10 metres to the side of this near side post. Dufresne comes up straight through the middle. 100% with the boot this week, Louis Dufresne. And after 7 minutes this second half, he nudges Halifax Panthers slightly further in front, 10 points to 6. As this Halifax crowd finally getting behind their team. Big cheer as Ollie Davies trying to rile this home support up. As Butterworth gets us back underway with the kick-off. Dufresne runs forward, collects it well. Hands on to Tangata, and Tangata met by his former teammate Dave Manning with force. Inman finds Ollie Davies. Davies will take his tackle just shy of the 20. They go blind. Here's Lannon. Lannon, great yards there off that drive. Ryan Lannon takes Fax past the 30. Slow play the ball. Inman shakes right and goes left as Kavanagh tries to make yards towards halfway, which he does. Quick play the ball too. Woodburn Hall picks up from dummy half, looking for a gap in centre field, trying to fend off Flynn. Gets brought down. Last tackle here for the Panthers. He goes back to Widdop, and Widdop with a huge bomb there. No one wants it. The ball bounces, but was going to claim it as Dufresne is there to trap him in goal. That's brilliant there. And 2 Gareth Widdop kicks have changed this game for Halifax. The first one early in the tackle count changed the momentum to give Halifax the position to kick the penalty to nudge them further in field, further in front. And that one there, he was moving all over the place, and Butterworth let it bounce, and Dufresne trapped him in goal for the Batley's first goal line drop out of the game, which grubbers towards G. Great opportunity now for Fax to put another try on the board. Here's Tangata, thought about the pass, but takes it himself. Just inside the Batley 20, Inman finds Dufresne, brings on Tibbs on the angle, but well tackled there by Manning. Inman attracts the markers and brings Tangata on. Less than 10 out for the line. Inman, short to Dufresne. Further out to Widdop, short ball. Kavanagh tries to step it off the challenger Walshaw, but Walshaw does well. Last tackle here for Fax. Inman. Short ball to Davies, and Davies, can he get over the line? He's wriggling around. He'll take the turnover, but it's not a bad option, that. As Ifax will try and just win this territory battle. 4 points up at 10 points to 6 as Manning is put down, 10 from his line by Inman again. He must be topping the tackle count, Tom Inman. He's had an outstanding game in defence. There he is again, along with Tangata and Lannon. And it's surely another knock on from the play of the ball from Morton, it is. And Dale Morton is having a little bit of a mare at the moment. Last 2 times he's touched the ball, he's come up with errors for his side. And Halifax have another chance to put points on this board, as James Brown, not feeling good about coming off there, is replaced by Michael Ward. Fax for the scrum. 20 metres out centre field. Inman finds Woodburn Hall. Footwork at the line. Good step. He's still going Woodburn Hall. Gets inside the 10. Inman waits at dummy half. Hands on to G&G. Which that's 3. Batley defenders. 5 metres from their own line. Good play of the ball. Here's Lannon, and Lannon looking to get over that line, but it's just stopped just short. Still tackles here for Fax. Inman finds Widdop. Out the back to Woodburn Hall. Woodburn Hall throw the dummy, and Woodburn Hall's going to go over for the try. He is. And how important could that try be for James Woodburn Hall? First try this second half goes to the Panthers. They've shown a bit of patience and a bit of rugby league nous to stay down, playing the percentages, playing the territory well, and they've reaped the reward. And after 12 minutes of this second half, James Woodburn Hall found the space on that left-hand side, through the dummy, and slid over for his 5th try of the season. 2 in 2 games after his score at Bradford last week. And does that give a little bit of daylight? 14 points to 6 with the kick to come. Still a long way to go in this game. But what effect has that had on this Batley Bulldog side? Famously do not go away from games, as we definitely know after Wembley. But can Dufresne, from wide out on that far touchline, give Fax a little bit more breathing space? Here he comes. Looks to strike it well, but he's just pulled it to the left of those posts, so the score remains here in this round 3 Betfred Championship match. Halifax Panthers 14, Batley Bulldogs 6. And a potentially all-important 2-score cushion for this home side. Butterworth with a kick-off. Catches in the wind, but Dufresne collects really well. Hands on to Tangata, who's done really well since he's come on. And he wins the penalty for his side for a high shot. And that is not a great response after conceding there for Batley. A dream there for Fax. As from the penalty, James Saltonstall will take his tap on halfway. No chance of a pass there. And again, Manning going high on Saltonstall. Calls for the East stand for a penalty. Not heeded by the officials this time, as Ollie Davies takes it into that mud bath in midfield. Inman shakes left and goes right. Dufresne takes to the line. On to GG. On to Saltonstall. Saltonstall will come back inside, trying to stay in his field of play, as Batley desperately try and push him out. But there's going to be another penalty here for Halifax for a late shot. As the penalties are mounting up for Halifax. Now, will they go for another 2 or will they keep going with this ball? 8 points difference. Will Jouffre play the percentages again? Or will Halifax just stick down here? As you can see by his taking off his scrum cap, he's going to have a shot at goal. And that is the sensible option in these conditions. As Joe Keys limbers up to make his return to the side from the bench. The Jouffre from 25 metres out. It looks good, it is. The flags are up and Jouffre is 4 from 4. As Halifax Panthers stretch the lead out to 16 points to 6 with just under 25 minutes to go in this second half.
And substitution for the Panthers, number 7, Joe Keys, replaces number 20, Tom Inman.
As Joe Keys comes on for Tom Inman, who's had an outstanding game. I think we'll see the return of Louis Jouffre to the hooking role. Although Joe Keys has just gone into adds and half-back, so what do I know? Here's G. Takes one to the middle, and yeah, they've made him look stupid. Joe Keys in it, dummy half again. The cleanest shirt on the field, cleanest kit on the field, Joe Keys. As Lannon being a menace to this Batley defence yet again. Never knows when he's held, Ryan Lannon. Here's Keys, on to Jouffre. Brings on Tangata, and Tangata gets Fax past halfway. Keys, short ball to Woodburn Hall, midfield, gets over on a dry day. I think he might have forced that offload to Ollie Davies. Last tackle here for the Panthers as Jouffre puts it high. Back towards centre field, Butterworth waits. It's a great chase there from Widdop, who's had by far his best game in the Halifax shirt so far, Gareth Widdop. As Halifax look just to turn this screw, putting pressure on in their defence. Burton goes from dummy half, but finds Keys and Kavanagh waiting for him. Here's Mitsias. And Mitsias, great shot there from Keys, brilliant. Contact there, helped out by Kavanagh. Here's Michael Ward. They went hunting for him there. And the referee being lenient this time. I think that was a drop ball myself, but referee a lot closer to the action. Rules it's a penalty to this Batley side. It's man of M from them because they've been stuck in their own 20 metres for what seems a whole this second half. Mitsias taps it to Walshaw. Walshaw tries to drive through this fast defence. He'll take the Bulldogs past halfway. Great yards after contact there from Walshaw, despite the attentions of Tangata, Davies and Lannon. Here's White, brings on Ward on the angle. Good shot there from Tangata and Kavanagh. Moore jumps in at dummy half, finds Keir. Keir out the back to Butterworth. On to Buchanan, posts his nose through. Good tackle there by Jouffre and Tibbs. Leake finds Keir from centre field, brings on to Moore, and Moore, I don't think wanted it, but he brushes off the tackle. Referee rules he wasn't crossing. And he'll take the tackle of Ollie Davies and Tangata just outside the Fax 20. Here's Leake, short ball to Ward. Ward, good challenge there from Davies. Brings the Bulldogs to the last tackle there, set 15 metres out from the Fax line. Leake goes right to White, and White will put this ball up, cross field towards the corner. Morton collects. McComb using great judgment there. Just let Morton have it and then put pressure on defence, forcing to go out to touch, and Fax survived that set. As Ollie Davies and Aaron Tangata give a well-earned rest as Jacob Fairbank and Kevin Leroy come back onto the field. Great stint there from Ollie Davies and Tangata especially. Here's Tibbs. Guess well, there's Brandon Moore. Shot out of the line then. He does not want to be on the losing side as return back to the Shay. As Leroy feeling the full effects of that Dame Manning shot as well. Here's Saltonstall, runs centre field, tries to bounce off Ward, but Ward does well. As Halifax this time struggling to get out of territory. Inman finds McComb met by Leak. Eventually put down 25 metres out from his own line. Keys onto Lannan, and Lannan put down quickly there by Walshaw. Last tackle here for Fax. Bail out the own 30. Keys finds Widdop, and Widdop gets kicked away despite the attention of Brandon Moore. It finds the floor as well. Brilliant kick there from Widdop. Forces Joe Burton to go backwards. And it's Widdop leading the chase, and I think Keys has come off their second best. That didn't look good. I think Keys has got his head stuck in the wrong place from that tackle. As the Halifax defenders came in, I think he just caught his head. And quite right, the referee stops the clock so that physio and doctor can go on to assess his condition. And it's bad news that for Joe Keys, who had just come back onto the field after missing last week's game at Bradford, named on the substitutes bench, but didn't get onto the field. And after being out for so long last season, the last thing that we need is another Joe Keys injury. Tom Inman warming up on the sidelines, ready to replace him, and he doesn't look good at all. He looks really groggy there, does Joe Keys. As the doctor and physio lead him off the field. They'll go off for a head injury assessment, which, given the way he's groggily coming off the pitch, I don't think he'll pass. Which is a deep, deep shame for him. Desperately unlucky. So Tom Inman comes back onto the field to replace him.
And for Halifax Panthers, number 20, Tom Inman replaces number 7.
Game gets back underway. Batley just struggling to get their own 20 for the moment. Here's Walshaw, who will bring them out despite the attentions of Fairbank and Lannan there. Slow play the ball. Leak finds White, tries to beat the on-rushing Ben Kavanagh there. Here's Brandon Moore, takes that fast defence, hit by his opposite number, Tom Inman. And Inman does well. Last tackle here for Batley, goes back to White, who tries to go for length. He bounces up, and sensibly McComb just lets it control against his chest before picking it up. Good return there by McComb. Here's Saltonstall. Takes Fax to 35. Here's Jack Smith. Had a quiet second half, Jack Smith, but does well on that carry. Here's Saltonstall again, takes Fax past halfway. And further on to the Batley 40. Here's Woodburn Hall, great foot at the line again, but great tackle there by the Batley defender in Dame Manning. Last tackle here for Fax, Drew Frey puts the ball up, looking for Tibbs to chase. Butterworth collects, tries to get out of the tackle of Widdop, but Widdop does well. Has had an outstanding game as Gareth Widdop. As Morton tries to take the Bulldogs upfield, but stopped there by Lannan, who Lies all over the top of him, but no penalty given by Griffiths. By Cameron Worsley, my mistake. As Inman puts down Burton. Leak finds White. Further on to Mitsias, and Mitsias tries to take on McComb on the outside, but McComb does well. I think Widdop has picked up a bit of a knock. He's just occupying the wing space for the moment. White finds Keir, and Keir tries to take on G. Gets the offload to Manning. Calls the forward pass, not given by the referee. As Manning scrapping against Lannan there. Last tackle here for Batley. He goes back to White, and White slips off the boot, and you can see the effects of this rain as it just dribbles towards Saltonstall, who nearly thought about the pass there, but rather wisely keeps ball in hand, and he'll get tackled on his own 30. Dufresne finds Woodburn Hall. Woodburn Hall bounced off a tackle of Walshaw, gets put down by Ward. Looking for a quick play of the ball, James Woodburn Hall. Here's McComb, takes backs past halfway. Good yards there from McComb. Inman from dummy half, lovely ball there to Lannan, and Lannan trying to make even more yards upfield, but it's put down by White and Walshaw. Inman uses the blind side. Widdop, lovely ball at the back to Woodburn Hall. Woodburn Hall puts his nose through, but great defence there by Mitsias. And Brandon Moore on that right hand side. Last tackle here for Fax. Widdop, lovely little dig ball across. Well read there by Keir. And the referee gives a penalty for offside against the Halifax Chasers. And Batley have a relieving penalty there, but they'll just tap and go. As Gladhill just takes up, they're not risking the ball, flopping off to kick his foot like he did the last set. As Morton takes the ball up, going towards the last quarter of an hour of this game. Halifax 16, Batley 6, as Morton still locked up with the tackle and wins a penalty for his side as well. 2 penalties in 2 tackles there for Batley. And like I said before, Batley just will not go away from games, and a Bulldogs try will make things very interesting. Here's Mitsias, taps and goes himself, takes Batley to 30 metres out from the Thats line. Walshaw got tackled down low by Smith, but slips out, but Inman were there waiting. Here's Gladhill, thought about the pass, but take up himself. He's put down 15 metres from the Halifax line as this weird shiny thing in the sky comes out. Here's Keir towards the line. He's just put down short of the line. Leak. Third on Mitsias. Mitsias bumps out the tackle. Great shot there by Inman. Just been everywhere since he's been on. Last tackle here for Batley. He goes to White, dribbles it through. It hits Lannan and goes backwards. And Halifax survive. Here's Saltonstall. Tibbs, sorry. And this Batley defence is really shooting off. As Ryan Lannan makes way for Connor Davies. Dufresne dummy half, Fontel Arroyo. Great shot there by Luke Cooper. Here's McComb. Bumps off Manning, Zach McComb, he'll love that. Last tackle here for Fax. Inman gets it back to Dufresne. Dufresne finds the floor, he bounces. As Burton takes all his time before picking it up, but good chase there. From his own kick by Dufresne, helped out by G. And Connor Davies. Keir goes from dummy half and gets put down in that little mud bath by G. Here's James Brown, fresh onto the field, feeling good. As Manning throws a step in, but not full there from Connor Davies and Fairbank. Old war horses in the Halifax pack. Here's Keir, takes to the line, onto White, brings on Walshaw on the angle. Well dealt with there by Leroy and Inman once again. Last tackle here for the Bulldogs, 35 metres out from the Halifax line. Leake goes blind to White, has a run with it, Ben White, chips over the top, back on the inside. He just stops dead on in the puddles, and Batley still have the ball. And they concede the penalty. The Batley man kicked the ball forward, and the Batley man was offside, and they compound it by another 10 metres. And they're still talking to the referee. Cameron Worsley not having any back chat here, as James Brown ran the quickest he has done all game to run over to remonstrate with him. And it gives Halifax a really relieving penalty, which Gareth Widdop boots into touch, which Smith will tap. Hands on to Kavanagh, and Kavanagh beats the first man. Good yards there from Cav. Take Fax to halfway. Here's Connor Davies. Runs towards the middle of the field. Rides the tackle well and still making yards, Connor Davies. Brilliant yards there from the little loose forward. Here's Jouffre. On to G. G beats his man. Makes some good yards there, Matty G. On Batley's 30, here's Fairbank, drops off for Leroy, and Leroy will take his tackle centre field for the Panthers. Options left and right here for Fax. Inman shifts left and goes right. Jouffre beats the challenge of Manning as Leroy pokes a beautiful little kick into the in-goal area. Unusual there from the prop forward, but it works out well enough. Some French flair there from Leroy, as Halifax will try and keep this Batley side in their own danger zone. Good shot there from Fairbank coming in, but quick play of the ball as Leake jumps out from dummy half, makes some much needed yards for his side there, takes Batley up towards the 40. Keir goes from dummy half towards centre field, met well there by Inman. Fairbank and G. Last tackle here for Batley as Leake finds White. White, no pressure on him, he takes it to the line, he grubbers it out and out of play. Bit of panic there from Ben White, but maybe Batley with less than 10 minutes to go now might have to chance their arm a little bit, but it didn't work out for them on that opportunity. As Inman from dummy half finds Davies from the play of the ball, as Connor Davies will take his tackle 5 metres shy of halfway. Here's Fairbank. Great shot there from Luke Cooper, and the ball bounces out. And after a relatively long period of no errors from either side, it's Fairbank that comes up with error there from a great shot there from Cooper, and Batley get the ball back. 8.5 minutes to go, 16-6 down, a try here. May well be coming, especially with this, another 6 again. Signal from the referee, Cameron Worsley, as Manning plays the ball. Keir drops off to James Brown, tries to bump off Fairbank, which he does, and shake off G, which he does, but they come back for more. Good yards there from Brown. Slow play the ball though. Leake finds Keir, throws a dummy, tries to shake off the challenger Connor Davies, but held onto him well, out by Leroy. Quick play the ball, Leake goes towards centre of the field, onto Gledhill. Gledhill, great tackle down low by Inman. Slow play the ball, it's another 6 again for Batley, as White stepping, still going Ben White, going towards that line, but James Woodburn did brilliantly well. The 6 again's are mounted for Batley here. Leake brings on Gledhill round the back. And again, Halifax will hold him up, they'll drag him over the line. And Batley have a play the ball 10 metres back. Leak finds Ben White out of the back to Kia. Brilliant defence there from Louis Jouffre. Brilliant read in defence. And Batley will go blind. White, short ball to Manning. Well met there by G and Davies. They'll put him down 5 metres shy of the line. Still tackles here for Batley. Leak finds Brown. Short ball to Cooper. Great shot down low. I think that was from Inman and Fairbank. Last tackle. Leak. Great hit for Gledhill, and Gledhill still trying to get over the line. But brilliant last-ditch defence from the Panthers. And look what it means. Kevin Leroyer celebrating like he's scored a try and turns round to that south stand. Tells them roar as home, lads. Brilliant defensive effort there. Desperation that we've not seen for a few weeks. For all important 2 Betfred Championship points. Just over 6 minutes to go until the end of the game. Halifax Panthers 16, Batley Bulldogs 6. And eventually Jacob Fairbank will play the ball, practically on his own try line here. And Jouffre met by very square Sean Leake defence there. Alistair Leake defence. Here's Saltonstall, will take Fax further out, but this Batley defence is shooting up. Inman finds McComb. McComb takes on Gledhill and does well. Inman onto Connor Davies, who's run well all game. He's put down just outside his 20 by Brown. Inman finds Widdop, and Widdop will kick early the tackle count. Looking for a 20-40 maybe. But it's a lovely kick, and Jack Smith up there chasing. Brilliant chase there from Smith and Kavanagh. Relieves the pressure there, that kick from Widdop. Here's Morton. Met by 3 fast defenders in the shape of Leroyer, Connor Davies and Inman yet again. Here's Burton. Goes from dummy half. Good shot there from Smith. There's James Brown, takes Batley past halfway, bumps off Leroyer. But there's reinforcements there in the shape of Inman, Davies and Fairbank. Here's White. Short ball to Gledhill, and Gledhill well put down there. Down low by Jouffre. Another great tackle there by the Frenchman. Last tackle here for Batley. They go blind. Here's Kia. Dribbles the ball through. Is he going to go out into touch? He won't. As James Saltonstall has to bat the ball dead. And again, from this goal line dropout, Zach McComb this time. Trying to get this Halifax crowd going as Tom Inman, quite rightly named as man of the match. Woodburn all, Grubbers, the dropout, out on the floor. Brings on Cooper, great shot there from Fairbank, he bounces off, and G can't stop the offload to Gledhill. And he gets yet another penalty to Batley. I'm not sure why. I think he might give it for a shoulder charge maybe. Yeah, not wrapping the arms round, I think. As Leake taps and goes to White, will bring on Walshaw on the angle. Walshaw put down by 3 fast defenders. Fairbank, Leroyer and Inman yet again. Here's Brown. Short ball to Gledhill, and Gledhill put down by Fairbank, G and Connor Davies. Leak onto Brown. Loose ball. But Batley pick up through Butterworth. Important tackle there by Fairbank. Leak jumps out of dummy half. Short ball to Brown. Brown, can he twist his way over? He gets the ball back out. Batley is still going. Great tackle there by Connor Davies, but again, it's going to be another penalty to Batley. 3 minutes to go. Batley with another set of 6 for this Halifax line. Leak finds Walshaw. Steps back on the inside. Halifax working overtime in defence here. Kavanagh and Davies this time. Leak from dummy half. He fancies it. But again, desperation from his Halifax side. Has he got over the line? He has, but he's held up. Fantastic effort in defence from this Panthers side. At the death. White from dummy half finds Brown. Short ball to Gledhill, and Gledhill stopped in his tracks by Davies, Inman and Leroyer. Leak fires it to Keir. Keir, short ball to Butterworth, but G and Dufresne read it well. Still tackles here for Batley. Leak. Flat ball to Brown. Tries to step out of chance of Leroy. It does. Another offload. Keir. Long ball out to Burton, and Burton's in. And Lightning striking twice here as Batley score a late try in Halifax left corner to get close this side. And this game definitely is not over. Just over 90 seconds to go. Batley pull one back. 16-10 with a kick to come. As Morton from wide out, has he got the legs? He's just short. Unlucky that. Great effort there from Morton. 16 points to 10. It was a well taken try. Keir with a fantastic ball out. The try scorer Wembley turn provider. Beautiful ball wide, and Joe Burton finished off in the corner, but Dale Morton just couldn't convert. And Halifax will just eke out as much time as possible. From this kick-off. And they will do by the wrong kicking team not being brought out. I'm sure that was an honest mistake. Massive. The clock stopped. 1 minute 18 to go. Massive. 78 seconds coming up. But I said it before, a bit of a commentator's curse. Batley just do not go away from games. As Widdop drills the ball low. Collected on the bounce by Morton. Hands it on to Cooper. And Cooper from the back fence drops the ball. And there's the game for Halifax. As Leroyer collects the ball and wins the penalty for his side as well, and there is the game. And no doubt Dufresne will signal for the 2 and wrap this game up as Halifax return to winning ways after such a disappointing defeat over at Bradford. They've had to do it the hard way today against a typically spirited Batley side with ex-Faxman in the side, especially Brandon Moore will no doubt be the most motivated person ever on that Batley side to get the win. But Halifax have had to dig deep in the resources. A fantastic defensive display, and they'll claim the victory, whether it's 16 or 18 points to 10. As the hooter goes, confirming the end of the game. But can Dufresne keep up his 100% effort with the boot? He can, he's 100%, sorry, my mistake, he missed the conversion, but he's kicked 5 from 6. The most important stat of all is Halifax won their second game this Betfred Championship season, a 2 from 3. And start the home season off with a win. Tries from man of the match Tom Inman, And James Woodburn-Hall, and 5 goals from Louis Jouffre have given Halifax a much needed 18 points to 10 victory over the Batley Bulldogs.